It's the Man Dem Show. It's your boy Guttzy.
It's your boy Vagez.
Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Do all that good stuff. Today we have a special. This is a special episode. I'm gonna be real with you. We've always been wanting to do episodes like this because we feel like we're the realest podcast in the city, and we have uncomfortable and real conversations. And today we're gonna have one of those episodes. You want to introduce Vagez?
Miss Holly Roy.
Yeah.
She got stopped in the elevator and Sam said condolences. You know, everybody cried. So even you live in the West, coming east now, far east, to still get condolences. I mean, this is special.
It is every day. It doesn't matter where I go. Somebody, like everybody wants to hug. You know, I'm used to it now.
Was it annoying in the beginning?
No, it helps.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Really quick. We always ask like mental health check. Like, how are you? Just this week. Just how have you been?
I have had my ups and downs. I'm okay, but you know, I have a good community. I have a strong family. I have a good support system. I have my teachings, my culture. I'm okay today. Yeah.
That's good.
But it's very up and down.
Do you have any shout outs? Anybody you want to big up before we get into this?
Yeah, so many I really want to shout out like the Toronto Police Services.
Okay.
Like they have done amazing work and they have been amazing. And like the detectives, they always check on me. You know, I appreciate that.
Oh wow.
They don't get a lot of love out there, but
Facts.
I love them.
Especially in our community.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's dope. Anybody else? Not just
My community, my First Nations community.
Nice.
The agency I work for, NEGB, has been such a big support. NEGB Indigenous Youth Agency. And my family. I'm gonna big up the mayor too, because she's solid.
Olivia Chow?
Yeah.
That's crazy because you just named the Toronto Police and Mayor Chow, which people, I would say on social media get a lot of flack. You know what I'm saying? Police, obviously, they say whatever about the police. We've been having this conversation for years about the community and the police relationship. And then Mayor Chow, she's been getting flack for her job. So, like, for somebody that's actually in the community and you're seeing the work that they're doing, what can you speak on that? Like, because we just see it from the social media aspect, right?
She's actually like somebody who's very close to my heart now. She has been very involved in helping me navigate, you know, the loss of my son and just moving forward. I've been to her house. I've been to her home for dinner.
Oh wow!
Wow.
With I'm part of this club I never really wanted to be a part of now. So she got together a lot of moms who have lost their sons to gun violence.
There's a club like that?
Yeah, there is. I forgot what it's. My
Well,
aunts and
that's
there's a bunch, like there's different ones.
It's not really a club. That's how I'm putting it. Like
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
She just connected us
Okay.
because we can relate.
Yeah.
So yeah, we get together and you know, like nobody really knows what I'm going through, except for them. You know, really and truly, and she connected us, and I appreciate her so much for that because that's a part of my journey. You know, having people who are understanding as to what I'm going through. The woman who lost her son in the Scarborough Town Center shooting, she's also somebody that, you know, is part of our little circle.
Yeah, that was just recently in the bathroom, right?
So a couple of weeks after my son passed.
Really quick, take me back, like before we get.
I gotta turn you up. You talk so low.
Who, me?
No.
Me?
Oh, her.
Oh.
You talk so low, very soft.
I know, I keep wanting to like kick the mic at you.
Nah, that's just her soft voice, man. That's just a soft. She got that soft voice.
Yeah, she's soft.
I can be loud though.
Yeah, she can turn up.
I can turn up for sure.
in the right settings, in the right settings.
Yeah,
But
go ahead.
take me back to who you were growing up. Like, did you grow up Toronto, born and raised over here? Like,
No, I came here when my oldest was. I came here in 2007.
okay,
Yeah,
from
Sudbury.
I went to Sudbury once, had fun.
Yeah, they love the chocolate over there.
Yes, they do. I have a bad relationship with Sudbury though.
Really?
Behind the scenes. But shout out Sudbury though.
And tell me about it some other time.
No, I'll
Love
tell
to
you
hear
behind the
about
scenes. When the episode's done, I'll tell you. But, yeah. So how was it growing up in Sudbury?
It was all right. I grew up in like ceremony, like I'm First Nation, so I went to Little Beavers. It was like a community program, kind of like Girl Scouts, but for like we went to like different programs and did recreation, things like that. My mom took me to powwows and ceremony.
What are these things? Powwows? We don't know. I'm from the hood. We don't do much out there. You know what I'm saying? We barely had block parties in Toronto. So like
Powwows, it's like we go in our regalia. We call it regalia. We don't call our stuff costumes because it's not a costume.
facts.
We do like healing dances, prayer dances. There is recreation at powwow, the intertribals. Do some fun stuff. Just, drumming, singing, and dancing.
Also too, because you're First Nations. What's the culture difference, I guess, from like even in school? Because I'm pretty sure you've seen like how the schooling is compared to when you guys go to school. I don't know if it's different. I don't know. Like I'm being ignorant here, I guess. But
so I grew up in the city, like Sudbury. I know it's not much of a city, but I never grew up in the reservation.
oh,
so
okay.
There wasn't like I didn't really experience too much. Like everybody was,
Into the-
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it was cool settings.
You didn't get bullied for being First Nations or anything like that? You guys didn't have to deal with that?
No, I was always the cool kid, always.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like Sudbury is a little bit
I was
different.
I was the bully. I wasn't,
Oh,
You
you're the
were
bully?
bullying
I was the
people.
bully, yeah.
Natives they don't play still.
No, I didn't play at all. Still
Yeah.
don't play.
Native people are cool.
Yeah.
What were some of your hobbies growing up? The things that you were into? Sports,
Oh,
singing?
I'm crafty.
Yeah.
Arts and crafts. Yeah.
I could tell from the tattoos.
Yeah.
And
I'm an
this,
artist.
whatever that is, this is like an earring? This?
This
Yeah.
is a part of a...
This is an earring.
Is this a regular earring or...
This like Ojibwe florals.
Ojibwe.
Yeah.
Is
I'm
that
Ojibwe.
like, okay, that's your lineage?
No, that's my tribe.
Your tribe.
Yes.
Am I using the terminology here?
Yeah.
I am, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm
definitely.
sorry. I am so sorry.
That's
See?
all right. There's always room for education, you know?
Yeah.
That might have
Yeah.
to be the next episode. We bring her in and she breaks that down to us. Because
Mm-hmm.
I've dated a lot of Native women, but like I've never actually experienced or tried to get
Learn
more
them?
information.
Holy.
Yes, learn their...
That doesn't, you're a bad guy.
Yeah, man.
Like, you would want to know
But I was
something,
young.
wouldn't you? Oh,
Not really.
I gotta school all my guys. If you don't know something, you're gonna know.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
See, now I'm more like I'm willing to learn.
Because how do you
more.
date somebody, but you're not like invested in them, in their culture, in their, you know?
Dating's probably the wrong word.
Oh, okay, there we go. All right.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm just saying. Dating's probably the wrong word at the time.
Let's keep it PG.
Yeah.
yeah, let's keep it.
That's why I said dating.
This guy's
All right,
gonna...
appreciate it.
So why did you decide to move to Toronto? Because I'm pretty sure you traveled over here when you were younger, never came to
I
Toronto.
moved here for a man.
Oh, makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it just didn't work out. The long distance was working better.
So,
You said the long distance was working better.
Yeah.
Why was
wait,
the long
wait,
distance?
hold on. So you moved out here for a man when you realized the long distance was better?
Yeah, because you know when I got here, it crumbled. The relationship crumbled.
Oh my gosh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Was it like you guys met online or you guys met in the
Yeah.
club? Did you online thing?
Shit, I put all my business out there. Yes, we met online for sure.
Okay.
We're all young, man.
POF. You're
I'm
not gonna say
gonna
it?
keep
You
that
don't
one.
have to
gonna
say
keep
it,
that
yeah.
one on the. No, it was Black Planet actually. Remember Black Planet?
Of course. What did I tell you?
I love Black
was in
Planet.
there. Shout out to Black Planet.
Does
BP.
do Native
Yeah.
people have a Black Planet? What's the
No, we was on Black
yeah,
Planet.
they were on Black
Black
Planet.
Because you know we love the brothers. So
He was Jamaican.
now he's Bayesian.
Ugh.
Hey.
Oh, that's the other side. I forgot.
Hey.
I forgot
That
your hat.
flying fish. Is that flying fish? And a cuckoo.
Oh,
You
man.
find that you find that men need to men need to take more responsibility in that sense when it comes to like relationships and sex and stuff, where it's just like they're just out there and they don't really see the backlash or even the trauma that they're causing when they do some of these stuff, when they're like, they get with a woman or they make a woman come move down.
Because you have a human connection. We're human, but also we're human. But, you know, I really depends on the maturity of people in relationships.
Okay.
When you get to a certain age, like, come on, grow up. You know, we're big people. Let's do big people stuff. And if you can't, then keep it real.
Facts.
Why not go back home after the relationship crumble? Why stay?
Because there's lots of resources here. So many resources in the city.
Much more than Sudbury.
Much more.
That's fine. That's cool.
I think within the Native community, there's probably about like 6 organizations that are resourceful.
Oh, here.
Yeah. Well, maybe more now. When I first moved here, there was like 6, but you know, it's kind of gotten bigger now.
That's good.
That's dope.
You said you had your oldest son.
My oldest son.
Child, yeah. What's your relationship with him? Like, you guys are good. Everything good with him?
Yeah, that's my first love. Like, we're always gonna be good. It was only me and him for like 6 years, so I was kind of, you know, we have a really close bond. Like, he's his mother's son. Yeah.
Mama's boy.
Mama's boy.
So take us now, your relationship with JahVai's dad. How did you guys meet?
JahVai's dad?
Yeah.
We met on POF.
Oh, wow.
I thought we were putting names out there.
But,
From Black Time to POF, I understand.
So you guys met. What was the relationship? Like, you guys had a good relationship?
No, we were never in a relationship. We
No,
were
it was
kicking
just
it.
kicking it? Wow. That's sad.
Yeah.
Kicking it? Kicking
We
it's
was
not
kicking
sad.
it. We was kicking it.
You had fun kicking it.
Oh, lots of fun.
Yeah, kicking it's cool.
Oh, so it's better than dating.
Sometimes.
Okay, so you kicking
When
it.
one thing doesn't work out, then you do the other thing, and you're like, you know what? I'm not putting no fucking labels on nothing. We're just kicking
Exactly.
it. You know what I'm saying?
We're
It's
just kicking
cool.
it.
Like, you know, at some points, it's just like, whatever happens. You know, we're just chilling. You know.
So having JahVai, he wasn't a part of the pregnancy, anything like that, like the birth.
because when I got pregnant, he didn't know I was pregnant. So
Oh, you didn't
years
tell?
later,
You didn't
we were
tell
kicking
him.
it, and then it's just, you know.
You didn't tell him.
No, when I met him, I was going through some shit. Like,
Okay.
I had just lost my sister.
Damn. Condolences.
Yeah,
Yeah, condolences.
she was 25, and this was like before the opioid crisis,
I was just going to ask if that drugs?
and it was fentanyl overdose.
Oh, wow.
So I kind of went down a not so good healing route, you know.
Did you guys know she was into drugs at that time?
She wasn't into drugs. She was social. So she was at a party recreationally and
Oh, and
took
then
something and it was bad.
when you see stuff like that, because obviously, like, everybody's seen the viral moment that we've been going through with a young
Ricky?
lady. Yes. You see people, like, obviously, like, they're gonna take advantage and go online. What do you think the help is for that, though? Because we've tried, and we've seen like maybe there's only so much
You
we
can
can
lead
do.
a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. You know, like I'm a social service worker.
Dope.
So I work for NEGB. It's an Indigenous youth agency. And I'm a case manager. I do case management for violence prevention and intervention. So a lot of the First Nations, like we come from poor mental health and addictions, right? So we have a lot of, we deal with that. I hate to say regularly, but that's the real. And you can offer those services. You can say, hey, this is the supports we have, and you know, and just be there. But really, it's up to the person to get the help that they need.
But to me, it's just like, don't get it twisted. I hear what you're saying, but then I have somebody like, I was really, really close to Debbie, especially like right before she died or she passed away. And it was like, I used to speak to her all the time. I used to tell her, yo, bro, like, if there's anything I can do, like, because I seen the path that she was going down, and I was just like, yo, fam, like, let me try and help you. Let me get you a job or whatever. And it's the same thing like you're saying. They've got to want to do this. But at the same time, do we wait till they get to that point and it's just like they just completely crash out, or they go somewhere accidentally take something?
You can never know.
Really, yeah, exactly, right?
Know. You just have to continue to love them and hold space and just let them know that, you know, they're safe with you. And pray for the best. That's really all you can do.
One thing I wanted to ask is about you said there's a lot of addiction, there's a lot of mental health issues in the First Nations, in the First Nations society world. Like, but I've always heard that, like, is that like traumatic, or is that something that it's like, or is that an excuse? Because I know I hear it a lot.
There's intergenerational trauma there.
Intergenerational trauma. That's what they call it.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Like
it's a real thing. It's a real thing. It's blood memory. Like, it's, you know, like, that's facts. Like, that's studies, scientific. Yeah.
Like, it's like carried on from gene to gene.
Yeah.
That's fucked up still. Because I always feel like, you know, why can't you just stop or not? You know, like, you're gonna just carry on something, and obviously it's not, like, based on what you're saying, it's not like something for them.
I mean,
it's just almost like, well, fuck, you know, if they're seeing it.
Because with the intergenerational trauma, it's like a lot of our grandparents and parents, they've been through residential school.
Yes.
And then, you know, when you've been through something traumatic, you have, what's the first thing you think you want to do when you don't want to feel, right? You want to drink.
Pain,
yeah.
Like, you want
the pain to go.
Yeah.
You're going to drink, you're going to do anything to just get that little bit of peace.
Numb.
It's what you're going to do. For me, like, I want to break barriers with my kids. I'm not fucking, I'm human, you know, I've drank, but not to a point where I'm destroying my family. You know, like, some days I just don't want to feel, hey, I'm going to have some drinks. But, you know, I pick myself up and I do what I got to do. So it's so up and down, but some people, they can't come out of that. There's too much trauma. They haven't got the support that they need. Like, I come from a good family. I do. You know, like a big family, and everybody's, you know, caring and loving, and I know that I'm loved. Some people just feel alone. It's sad.
No, it's true still, because it's the same situation with her. I always ask, like, where's her parents? Like, nobody, like, none of her parents, like, I know my mom's preing, and I know she sees these situations, like, you know what I'm saying, and she's pretty old, but, like, where's her parents to see, like, yo, your daughter's out there, like, going crazy, you know?
And you need some sort of guidance. Like, people need guidance. They need support. They need mentors. Everybody just needs love.
Yeah.
Talk to us about your son, man. JahVai, really, like, what kind of kid was he growing up? Like, fun-loving kid.
Relax.
He was.
You're like jittering.
I know, because I'm trying not to cry.
You have napkins? Get napkins ready.
That's some paper towel, unfortunately. We have napkins.
I've been doing this for so long, like, talking about it.
But it's never gonna get easy, right? Like,
No. JahVai was cool. He literally was like my best friend. Because he had older siblings, he wasn't like really like a kid. He had like an older personality. So he got like, and then where he grew like his settings, he had like, you know, he was always like, okay, I'll go back to when he was like newborn. I'm a social person, so I always had him out in community. So he knew everybody. So he's just, you know, talking very full of energy. Not shy at all, and very busy. I think he, you know, like had a little bit of ADHD.
in a good way, though.
In a good way, yeah. Like, he's always going, you know. Every time if we go somewhere, and somebody was like, "Oh my God, look at that kid!" Like, I didn't even have to like second guess. Like, I knew it was JahVai. I'm just like, oh fuck, like. I take him to, and he'd be like, way at the top of the tree. Like, he had no fear. He just,
Oh, he was climbing trees and stuff.
oh my God, like, not just climb, like, he'd be, like, up
Swinging.
there. And, like, parkour, like, you know, like, he
Yeah.
would do stuff like that, like, jump from tree to fence. And I'm surprised he never broke a bone. But,
Where did he get that? Where do you think he got that from?
I think it was just his spirit, like, just really adventurous and just, like, free spirit.
Nice.
I took him home a lot. So home would be, like, my reservation. And that's where he just was him, like, his true self. Because, you know, like, the city are very restricted.
Yeah.
I take him to the park, of course, you know, we'd go out, but I'd be like, you have to
you gotta
stay
stay
within
here.
my eyesight, you know,
Yeah,
and
for
I'm
sure.
always on him, like, when he's in the city, like, even at the park, and he's trying to climb, and all the other kids like, oh my God, and I'm like, you know, like, come down, like, on the reserve, I was like, you know, I could relax, and he could go and do his thing.
Did he ever question anything on the reserve? Because that's like I'm pretty sure a culture shock or a culture difference for him, where he's just like, yo, why is this like this, mommy? Why is this like this? Or,
No, because you know, we've been going there like holidays and summers, and like, you know, anytime we'd have a long weekend, it was normalcy to him. There was no culture shock. But yeah, he was fun. He's very he had a big sense of humor. He got big people jokes, you know, like. He watched comedies with me, and I'm watching like the big like Friday, and he's like laughing, and like, how do you even like laugh? You don't even know what they're talking about. And he's, you know, he was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
music was he into? What kind of music was he into?
Hip hop.
Yeah.
Does he have a favorite artist?
Kendrick.
Ooh, he preferred Kendrick over Drake?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I
And,
know the comment that that we want to make right now.
Travis Scott.
Ooh, I love
Lil
Travis.
Lil Uzi.
Lil
Vert.
Uzi Vert, yeah.
Yeah.
And some Toronto artists. I don't know their names. His big brother's music. Yeah, he is very much, like, you know, influenced by his older siblings. He was like, yo, when we lived at Martha, it's like a little community. All the youth, they like hung around in front there. So our balcony was facing the road. So we were like right there. I have 2 youth, so a lot of kids were at my balcony. And JahVai, they're like, oh my God, like, he's so bad. I'm like, what do you mean he's so bad? And they're like, oh, he walks around like, you know, like he's this and that. He's roasted everybody. I'm like, that's just, you know, his personality. He's a lot of fun. Yeah, he is.
Do you feel like at any point like he was probably misunderstood? Like by maybe the adults or any of the other kids? Because like just like you're saying, he's just a fun-loving kid. He understood like mature jokes and stuff. He wasn't misunderstood at all?
Not at all. People really gravitated to him because he was so social.
Nice.
Right? He wasn't shy at all. And he always spoke his mind. Always spoke his truth. Yeah. And he was very involved in community. How I am in community, so he was like there helping me.
That's nice.
Yeah.
What about sports? Was he into any sports?
He was very much into sports. Because he's an active, you know, he's hyper, so he gotta move around.
The man climbed trees. Of course he's in
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah.
He's scaling parkour.
He used to get in trouble a lot at school
Oh.
because he is like running in the hallways and consistently like running in the
Running
playground.
around, yeah.
So I used to play soccer in the playground, and at home it was like basketball. I have a lot of basketballs.
LeBron. He was a LeBron fan. Actually, probably
LeBron?
not because he's
Probably Steph.
no, probably like
It was
John.
definitely-
And
it was definitely
it was Steph.
Curry.
Oh,
The youth them love Steph, dog.
Yeah.
yeah, they do.
Like
Yeah, they do.
my goddaughter loves Steph. Steph is like her goat. July.
That's crazy. Now that I think
It's
about
not
it,
really.
No, because now that I'm thinking about it, like the LeBron era is like my era, kind of like a little bit after my era too, because
our
I'm a
age.
part of Kobe. Yeah, and LeBron is our age.
Yeah. So
Old ass need to retire.
I don't know nothing about basketball.
No, you're not a sports fan at all. Like no
I
sports.
love football. You know,
You're a football
the
fan?
Argos, like those are my guys.
This girl said Argos, not even
I love the
like
Argos.
Buffalo
Those are my
Bills,
guys. Nah.
Chicago Bears. She said Argos.
Hell yeah, I gotta, you know, this is where the city I live in. Come on. Don't do me like that.
The Argos.
Yes.
Shout out to Toronto Argonauts, man.
For sure.
how was the call? How was that call?
Oh my God.
She didn't get a call.
I get a call. I was there.
Like live in action. Kind of like the situation. And I guess what I'm asking is, how was that night? That day?
You know what? He just came back from up north. He loved so we just went to bury somebody, and he wanted to stay with his auntie. He was like, I'm not ready. He would actually cry every time we left the reserve. He would cry.
Oh, he loved it over there.
I don't want to go to Toronto. I hate the city. Like, why can't we just move here? And that kills me too, because he really wanted to,
The
live
what
there.
if? The what if?
The what ifs killed. Yeah, but he just got home. He was home for maybe like one day, and it was just the morning was nice. I was going to work, and
It was summertime too, like.
I let him sleep, and it was like 3 days. I already missed him. He slept on my bed since he was a baby,
It's okay, man.
It was nice. That morning was nice. I got to hold him. And he was so, like, loving. It was just unconsciously knowing that I'm holding him, like, he's still sleeping, but his hand, he would, like, grab my hand. So I just wanted to hold him before I went to work, because it's been a while. And then, when I was ready to go to work, I had to wake him up, because he never wanted to sleep alone. So I had to wake him up and be like, his brother stayed in the living room. So I'd be like, you go stay with your brother now. Yeah, he was like, okay, Mom, I love you. Have a good day at work. He always made sure to say, have a good day at work. And I was like, all right. Came home. He was going to a birthday party. It was on a Friday. He was supposed to go to Wonderland. And I'm like, all right, I got to take out your hair, do the laundry, whatever. I got home from doing laundry with my big son, and he was playing the game in the living room. His hair was all out. I was like, okay, we're just going to get up early and braid your hair in the morning. He was a gamer, and I was at work. He's always gaming. A gamer and a swimmer. You just switch between going swimming in the front and gaming out. Fortnite. And he was like in the teen leagues.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's like battling like big people, and they're like, I want JahVai on my team. That's how good he was at gaming.
Wow.
But yeah, there's the what ifs there too, because I was like, should I just lay down by myself and let him continue to play his game? But then I was like, no, like, you need to come to bed because we have to get up early. I got to do your hair. And he's like, all right. I have like some health issues. I'm diabetic.
Yeah, me too.
I have sciatica sometimes. It gets bad.
So, sorry to cut you. Sciatica's with the leg?
Like, yeah, like nerve. Like
nerve.
like the pinching nerve. So because we were doing laundry, and I was like, oh my God, like my back is fucking killing me. We would have like a little regimen before bed. He was like the perfect size to like lie on his back and just kick my back. And it felt amazing, because he's like the perfect weight, perfect size.
Yeah.
He's like, you want me to kick your back? And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, I was like, my back hurts. And he's like, all right. So he comes to the bed and he brought my water. He was very catering to my needs. He brought some applesauce. It was so cute. He's like, you want a snack? I was like, yeah. And I don't know, there was like a fascination with giving me my medication. I think it's because, needle. He wanted to jab his mom with a needle. He's like, I'll give you your insulin. So that's what we did.
Really quick, I think it's even like just like that son taking care of your mother. Because I know my mom, I forgot what she used to have, but I remember used to taking care of her when she was sick at one point. It was just a felt of like, and my dad wasn't there at the time. So I think it was like a sense of like, yeah, like I'm the man of the house kind of thing. Like I'm taking care of what, like this is what I'm supposed to be doing for the house kind of thing. So I think it was even that more than anything. Like
Yeah,
he was
that's
feeling
just-
like a manly responsibility kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. He was so. Yeah, he loved me like that. It was nice. I was like, okay, cool. Like, you know, you gave me my insulin, drink the water, your little snack you gave me. He's like, all right. He used to time how long he would kick my back. So he'd be like, give me your phone. He's like, all right, you get 5 minutes. When that buzzes up, then, you know, you're done, son. So, like, he did my little 5 minutes, and he's like, oh, can we just, you know, watch a video? And I'm like, holy, like, you know, it's like 12 o'clock. Like, we got to do your hair. You know how long that takes? It takes like 2 hours. And he's like, just one video. We used to watch this guy. I don't know. He's a TikTok barber. His name is Sly Huncho.
Okay.
He's from Atlanta. He makes some funny content. Well, yeah, JahVai wanted to watch some Sly Huncho, so that's what we were doing at the time. And we were watching YouTube, and I heard so he was kind of like, the window is here, my bed's in front of the window. I had a king-size bed. So he was more like down here. He was in the corner. He wasn't even in front of the window. I was in front of the window. And then heard but where my bedroom was, the door is there for the building. And a lot of teenagers hung out there, including my kids. They stand there and smoke their spliffs, whatever. Sometimes they mess around. They shoot off fireworks at each other. Just, you know.
It's hood shit. Trying to net regular hood.
Yeah, regular hood shit.
Yeah.
And so we heard the pop, 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 pop. And it was like so fast. And my heart started beating, but I was like trying to distinct, like.
Fireworks, real gunshots.
Yeah. And then he sat up. And it's like, he knew, I didn't know. It's like he knew that didn't sound like fireworks because he looked at me and it was straight fear. And before I could realize, I was like, you know, as soon as he sat up and he looked at me, I got up too and I felt glass hit my face. Like it happened so fast. Like I felt and glass hit my face. And I was like, oh my God, we got to get on the floor. And he was limp. He was gone. It was so fast, in an instant he was gone. And I was holding him and I was like, oh my God, you know, I was in shock. Cause he was so limp. I knew he was gone. And then my body just started feeling wet. And it was his blood. And I could smell it. I can't get that out of my, you know, I try to.
Really quick, how, because when I'm thinking how where you're staying, how did the shot even get to him? Did the police even explain that? How it ricocheted or
and it came straight through the window.
So the way, because I don't want to give up too much of how your apartment is or how the space is, would it be a straight narrow thing where they're shooting straight and it goes through the window or you know what I'm saying?
So there's so much I read the comments. I fucking lived in those comments. You know, every news article about the shooting at my house, I've read every fucking comment.
Is it negative towards you?
Oh yeah, there's some. Yeah.
Why would anybody be negative towards you in this situation? What could you have done?
Because that's it. Because people want to speculate. You know,
yeah.
Well, first they thought he was outside. Why was he outside? And what kind of, you know, my daughter was outside actually.
Wow.
And she felt the bullet was by her. So, I would let my daughter sit on our balcony at night, you know, I know where she is. It's outside, our balcony's right there.
Yeah.
But she was outside of the balcony because her friends were outside. So they weren't shooting at a group of adults. It was literally my daughter and her friends. So I don't know what the intended target was. But I literally almost lost 2 of my kids. Because she said she felt a bullet go by. And she was the first one in the house when my son got shot. Like, when I was holding him, I didn't have my phone because, remember, JahVai was on my phone.
Mm.
So I didn't know where it was on the bed. And I was yelling for them to call the police. And she ran in, and, you know, I was holding her brother, and he's bleeding out. And she just left. She saw me, and she was like, oh, my God. She's like, my brother is shot. And she left, and I never seen her until, like, the burial. Like,
How old is she?
she's 15 now. She was 14 at the time. My older son was sleeping, and then he came in. And it was just, you know, the devastation. He was in shock, and he was standing there, and I'm like, call the police, like, you know, like, call the police. And he's just standing there, like, looking at me like, what the fuck? And so I didn't know what else to do. I was holding my son, and he was gone. I knew he was gone. And he was just bleeding out all over. And I just sat in the hallway, and I just held him. And I was, like, screaming for somebody to call the police, because I didn't know, like, if anybody else was hit. Like, I didn't know anything. I just needed the police.
Mm-hmm.
And they got there, and they were like, you have to put him down.
Was that the hardest part, more than like the burial and stuff? Is the fact that it's like it kind of like realization kind of thing?
That is real. Yeah. It's like we got to take him. And then you know, when they take him, then they're questioning me, and they're like, oh, you know, like, don't be like that, like, he might be okay, you know, you don't know that he's gone. And they're kind of like giving me like a false hope. Like, I knew he was gone. Like, obviously, you know, like,
They're kind of like doing their job of kind of giving you that false hope of just kind of like try to be strong.
Yeah, but I knew my son was gone because it was like so instant. It was, and they're like, you know, he's in the ambulance. You don't know that yet. You're gonna go to the hospital. And I'm like, I know. His stuff was on my shirt. That's traumatizing. See your child's brains. Yeah, it was fucked up. Yeah.
Speak about the next day. Like, were you even able to get sleep? Like,
I don't think I slept for like the whole week after. Obviously, I couldn't go back home. It was a crime
it was a
scene.
crime scene, yeah.
Did you have to stay at the reserve or something? Like, did you have friends?
I went to one of my best friends.
Okay. Wasn't in the same building or anything like that,
No.
right? Okay.
She lived at Jane and Finch.
Okay.
I went to her house. Victim services couldn't get like a room. Like, we were only in the hospital for like 2 hours, and then the coroner is like, okay, we gotta take his body now. So.
And they couldn't get you a room?
No, not like right away.
Why the fuck not?
Right? I know.
Like, you just lost
Like,
somebody.
you know,
you just lost your
gotta,
fucking
like,
son at the end of the day.
funding
Like,
and
why? Fuck funding. What is it for them to put you in a hotel? Like,
No,
even
it's
even
been,
for
like,
a
a
day or
whole
two just to
24
figure
hours.
out. Yeah, but like your house is
You
a crime
can't-
scene
yeah,
that
you
you
can't
don't
go
have
back
control.
home.
It's not even
Exactly.
like, I could understand if, you know, you got into an argument or something happened in the house where, you know, that's a situation where, okay, we have to decide. This has nothing to do with you. Put you in a hotel. Like, a hotel, like, I don't know. But that's a
know,
conversation that I
is.
want you to speak on too, because it's just like, I don't think people understand, like,
services. and
yeah, like
when
how to get
things-
help, services,
Yeah.
funding for these things. And even if there is some, because people go through these situations and it's not like the police or anybody is like, okay, well, here's the information on what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, they're just kind of like, oh, well, kind of go figure it out.
Yeah. So I went to my friends, and then I had called my mom when made me put him down. So my mom was there pretty fast.
Mhm.
And I called my siblings who live on the reservation, and they got to my friends in the morning. Like as soon it's a 6-hour drive, so they were here as fast as they can. So we were just all at my friends, my coworkers, and all my best friends. They came there.
Did it make you change? I know it's still kind of fresh, but did it make you change how you looked at the community and music towards certain things, like the music that you've listened to? And I don't know, maybe you don't listen to like rap music and hardcore, like, you know what I'm saying, music like that. But like even like the community, like we all know about the street code and certain things, but then when it really touches you at home, all that kind of shit, you really look at it like, well, hold on, like, are the things that we've grown up on, like, does this shit really make sense?
Definitely, like there's a perspective, right? But then there's perception. It's like I think, like, of course, like it bothers me. The Toronto culture really, really bothers me, and I really I pay attention. You know, I like, even in the like Toronto mix-ups, I'm on TikTok.
You see the lives.
I see the lives. And, you know, I just like watch, and like really, like it's so stupid. It is so stupid. I'm like, this is our culture in the city. Like I felt like I lost so much brain cells watching some of these lives sometimes. Like, no, like seriously. Like no shame to anybody, but I'm like, how are we, you know, we're at a certain age, you gotta move a certain way, you know, and like, don't you want better? Like, I grew up, you know, like, obviously, I never grew up, actually. My kids grew up in not so best areas. I've lived all around Toronto. I've lived in, like, almost every community. I've moved around a lot. It's just something I've done growing up. You know, I don't like to be in one spot. It might seem a little unstable. I just like, you know,
New surroundings. New settings.
Yeah. So we, you know, like, culture is a huge influence. It is, especially when you're a minority. And then if you don't know what resources are out there, if you don't know, if, you know, like, what you can get into in a positive light, yeah, I mean, you're gonna go in a not so great direction. And even I see so many posts like, oh, you know, like, those parents should be accountable. Like, you know, all parents should be accountable. And then I really got to think about that. It's like, yeah, parents should be accountable to, like, some, you know, to some point. But me as a parent also, like, I'm accountable to a degree. Like, I'm not the perfect mom, but I'm a good mom. I'm a fucking good mom. And I'm a mom who's resourceful and supportive. And still, my kids, you know, they will make not so great choices, but those choices are theirs, right? And I can only do so much. And
But in your situation, it's a little bit different. You know, like,
your son's actions
he was
didn't
at
lead
home.
to that. Yeah,
it wasn't like he was on road or on the ends, like,
I think that's
outside. Like, he was inside with you.
yeah,
right?
I'm not talking about like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just talking about like the kids
Just in general.
who actually like shot, who caused this.
Yes,
who,
right.
You know, like, you know, like, more people would be angry, like, carry a lot of hatefulness and anger. I don't. Like, I don't. I'm hurt. Like, I'm so hurt because it should never happen to my son. And I'm gonna stop, you know, being like, why? Like, I have to accept, because I can't go on with life, like, thinking about the whys and
what if,
and carrying anger. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not mine to carry. I leave that in creators' arms. Spiritually, they're gonna get what's coming to them, and, you know, they're probably suffering in a lot of ways. And I have to do my best to honor my son's life and his legacy, and the way he took care of me when he was here, I have to take care of myself because I'm still here. And it's hard. It's fucking hard. It is so fucking hard.
I could imagine.
Because my kids carry trauma. So it's like my whole life, it's done like a whole 360. Mm-hmm. I had a family. My family is broken now. My kids are older. So my son is 21. My daughter's 15. I haven't seen much of them. So it's like, you know, before I lost my son, it was like everyone was in one house. Mm-hmm. There was always music. There's the games. Mm-hmm. JahVai was loud. He's hyper. You could hear him jumping. He's playing with his cats. He had cats.
Nice, my guy.
And now it's fucking silence. It's like me and this. I'm in a townhouse now. This big fucking house by myself. And when it gets too quiet, I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, what am I gonna do? Like, what's my next move? Like, it's so weird.
It's finding the pieces. Like you got, you know, just like you said, it's broken, but now you still have a family. The family, I wouldn't even say it's broken. You guys are just traumatized right now. You went through, and it's still early. Like, you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I don't think, like, in situations like this, it can either make or break the whole family, and I don't think you want to allow that to, like, jeopardize or even continue. Like, you guys are going to hold on to this forever, but don't let it shape you or shape your family in the wrong way, because your son, he can hold a lot of anger from this. Your daughter can hold a lot of anger from this and continue to. They're going to for now, right?
Hurt, and me being me and, like, parenting them and growing them the way I did. Mm-hmm. It's still, like, difficult to be like, well, you know, like, the way I raised you, you know, you could go about your healing in such better ways. And when I say that, I mean, like, I would love for my kids to be around me right now because we're all grieving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it's just, they're grieving in their own way, and I'm trying to respect that. But at the same time, I think, you know, like, we're just stronger as a family unit.
I think you need to do that. I think you just need to go out of your way and just make it happen. Even it could be a picnic, it could be a dinner. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just you, your son, and your daughter. But I just feel like you guys need to be there for each other too. Yeah. Like, just like you're saying, like, as a part they can deal with it, but at certain times,
you know,
it's
I
not.
haven't even been able to sleep since my son passed. I get like 2-3 hours a day. And my health is declining because I can't even fucking sleep.
I mean, you can't eat properly,
or eating bad, right? You're right.
No, it could go either way.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go on medication. I'm just like someone who's so against medication, and then I still carry that trauma in my body. You know, from my son being shot, like little bangs, big bangs. My nerves are gone. Like any little something drops, like I'm shook.
You're shook. Yeah.
And although, like, I know, you know, like, I could be safe. I know I'm safe, but it's like a body trauma.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like, it's just like stuck in my body. So that doesn't help anything. It's like I live with like a shitty fucking nervous system right now, and I always feel anxious. Even in, like, you know, a good surrounding, like, I'm still just, I don't know, like, shaky, I guess.
I see you.
Yeah.
I see you.
Have you gone to therapy? Are you thinking about
yeah,
therapy?
No, you know, I do everything I can to take care of myself.
That's good.
Like, I'm a very spiritual person. I highly depend on my medicines, and my like ceremony. I've seen. I went to trauma therapy for, like, actually the actual, like, nerve trauma. And you got to do, like, certain grounding, breathing. I do what I can, because I just I don't know how anyone could survive that if they're not taking care of themselves in that way. I'm very into the holistic healing.
A holistic approach.
Yeah, done some Reiki. I see a medicine man. I've had some very spiritual experiences regarding my little son
Yeah.
that have helped me so much, like so much. When he passed, I literally felt like I wanted to die. Like I was just like, I don't want to live. Do you believe in psychics? Like people, like mediums?
Mediums.
Sometimes.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you a story. I was on like, I love social media. It's how I connect with my family. I have lots of friends who live up north.
Yeah.
So I'm on social media a lot. Facebook. There's this medium she's from New Jersey. Her name is Teresa Caputo. She kept coming in my feed. Like, you know how you get the advertisements?
Yeah.
I was like, holy, like she must be like good. Like, I was like, you know what, whatever. It was like, she's like medium. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna get some tickets, whatever, what the fuck. Because she was just there. So I went to her show in Pickering. I got tickets in front of the stage, but we're like kind of like back here. Took my mom. I asked my son if he wanted to go, and he was like, nah. He was like, yeah, I'll go. Because, you know, I felt like that would be helpful for him to, I don't know, just experience something like that. He's very spiritual also. So I bought 4 tickets. But the other 2, they were like way up. He didn't want to come, so I invited my sister. She came and my friend and one of my good friends. Yeah, so we're there anyway. We're like waiting for the show to start. And like, we're a First Nation. We see some more First Nation people come in, and my mom was like, oh my God, look at those bougie natives.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, what? And okay, so one of my community aunties, she's very fancy, you know? She got like shiny beadwork, and she has like the hat and the feathers and even, you know, like her little nephew, he's the same way. So yeah, I was like, oh yeah, those are bougie natives. Like, holy, look at that beadwork and the eagle feathers. Like, I didn't know it was her at first because they were kind of far. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's, you know, that's my people's. And where would they sit? Right in front of us. And so they were at my son's burial. She actually got the blanket that we wrap our people in when we bury them, like a star blanket. She's the one who provided those. And he did my son's drum songs while he was in his casket. He's he has a really nice voice. So anyways, the show goes on. She did all these readings, and I was like, what the fuck? I was feeling really left out because I was like, you know, like this was in my feed. Like something was telling me to come here. And then how are my people's like seated right in front? We didn't know that we were going to be there like that. And then, yeah, she came around the back, and she was like, I feel something. She's like, in my head. And she was like, behind me. She's like, I feel like I got shot in the head. She's like, did somebody lose somebody, like, you know, like a shooting? And when she said my head, I was like, oh my God. So I stood up, and she's like, that's you. And I was like, I started crying, and I was like, I lost my son. And she's like, you're wearing, he's saying that you have him, you have him on you. And I was like, yeah, like I had his t-shirt, you know, a t-shirt that says Justice for JahVai. And then she's like, okay. And then she started talking about the shooting, like, she's like, yeah, it was instant. It was like, you know, like he didn't suffer. And I was like, yeah, I know that. Like, and then there was somebody else who lost their son. She's like, hold on, I'm gonna come back to you. So she talked about the stuff at the window, how he passed. And then she went away. She went and talked to another mother who lost her son through gun violence. And then, because she's like, oh, was this like a long time ago? I was like, this was only like 2 weeks. It was only like 2 weeks since he had passed. She's like, no, that's real fresh. And this is an older child. She's like, oh, I'm going to come back to you. She's like, don't worry, I'm going to come back. She went up there, did that little reading. Then she came back down, and she's like, did you like have a different burial? And I was like, yeah. She's like, because he's showing me, he's like, she's like, when I see this, when they have like a certain suit, he's like, that, you know, like the burial was different. And I was like, yeah, we buried him culturally in our culture. You know, it's not like in the church and you do whatever. was like, we did it in our First Nations culture. And she's like, oh, okay. And she's like, and she's like, who was there? Like, the drummer. And Calvin, the one who, he was like, it was
In
me.
front of you.
He was like, I was there. He's like, he just wants to say thank you. So she's saying all this stuff that nobody else would have knew. She's like, and then she's like, I don't really understand the messages. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you know, like, because whatever he's sending me, they're coming through in, like, your culture. Like, we did everything very culturally, right? She's like, I see a medicine man. She's like, I see this big golden eagle. She's like, I have no idea what that represents, but that's what he's showing me. And then when she really got me was, like, before then, when I went to clean my apartment, I went to clean my room. That was hard. They didn't even clean up the glass. I'm like packing in my room and there's still glass on the ground. And the window was still fucking fucked. I was like, wow. I went through his you know those folders you get when you're done school in June, you get all your work.
Yeah.
I never went through his. So it was there. I started going through it. And then I was like crying. I was like, oh my God, like he had all these little drawings in there. And I never knew he was like, you know, like drew, it would look like, you know, like Native First Nation art. And it was so cute because it's like, I never knew he like drew like that. And I was just crying. I was like, wow, I wish I could have went through this with him. So I could be like, you know, like you're such a good artist. Like, and then there was this paper and it was like, things you want to do. And then he's like, I want to help my community. He had a little drawing that said, I want to help my community. And that really made me bawl. But anyway, so Teresa, the psychic medium, she's like, you found one of his pictures. And I was like, yeah. She's like, and you hung it up? I was like, no, like I took it out and I told my son, like, I'm gonna frame this. I was telling my big son, like, we should frame this. She's like, yeah, he was there with you. And he just wants you to know, like, in that moment, like he was there. And I was like, wow. So she just, she said, like, things to reassure me that he's, you know, his spirit is at peace. And he was like, she's like, you have other kids? And I was like, yeah, I have 2 older ones. She said, well, he said that you have 2 other kids that you need to, you know, you still need to take care of. And I was like, okay. It was so powerful and healing at the same time because I just felt like really like, I don't know, like it's hard to carry on after something. And then when she was like ending her show and saying bye to everybody, she's like, ma'am. I was like, yeah. She's like, I just want to tell you, you know, it took me a while to come to you, but she's like, I want to let you know that your son was here first before any spirit. Like he was here, like right on stage, right when I got here. And I was like, oh. She's like, yeah, he just, you know, he wanted to have that message for you. Yeah, so it's helped. That's helped me. Like that was such a big help in my journey. And then I went to see a medicine man. That was also a very spiritual experience. I got his spirit name after he passed. Did you get that before? And he came then too. Yeah. And I felt it like it was such a spiritual experience. Like we're in something like this with no winds or, you know, like no air. And I felt like a warmth, like a warm breeze. And it felt like very loving. They were like, yeah, that was your son. He was with you. And then this woman who, like, you know, can talk to spirit, she's like, he was, like, you like pets? And I was like, yeah, we've always had pets. Like, he had a dog, he had cats. She's like, yeah, he said you should get a pet. I was like, oh, he said that? She's like, yeah, you should get a pet. And I was like, okay.
Did you get one yet?
I just got a cat, like, the other day.
Nice.
Doesn't like me, though, and I'm just like, I don't even want nothing to do with it now.
Don't worry, it'll take time.
It actually shit on me, too.
Oh, then that means it does like
Yeah,
you.
that's why I was like, I want to, like, take it back, man. Like,
That means it does like you. If it
I want a
pees or
refund.
pukes on you or something like that, that means it likes you.
Like, you know, I know, like, I went out It's this kitten, you know. I got all the little cat tree, and I got the nice stuff too, like not just like dollar rent. Like I went to Pet Value.
Smart, or yeah.
PetSmart, you know. I spent money.
Yeah.
And I brought this cat home and I bathed it. All nice, smelled like watermelon, all fresh, and I'm trying to like cuddle it and love it, you know. Make sure it was all snuggly. And then it was cool. It was cool for a bit, and I was like, oh, maybe this is a good fit, you know. This is nice. And then I started like snacking, and it woke up. My son was with me, and we were watching a movie, and then he's like, "Why the fuck does it look like that?" And I was like what? And it was like sat up, and it was like real stiff, and it didn't want to look at me. And I was like, it's okay, you know, trying to be comforting, and it was still really stiff, and the cat wouldn't even look at me. So I started laughing, and you know, when I have a big chest, so my chest is like shaking, and then I was like. And then my son started laughing harder, so there's all this like cackling going on. And the cat, I think, scared the shit out of it. Like I was like, oh damn, I was like, yo, it farted. I was like, it farted. And no, there was this big pile of shit on my chest.
Oh.
After that, I was like, nah.
You gotta get rid of this
Maybe this isn't it. But yeah, I thought it would be good, you know, because I spend a lot of time alone now. And just having
something else to keep up your time.
I don't know about that anymore. It's real skittish, so I don't even know how many days it takes to, you know, actually adapt to its new environment.
It's a kitten though.
Yeah.
You gotta
take a while.
Yeah, you gotta train a little bit. You know?
I guess I got a while.
Yeah, it's a kitten. I feel like when it comes back to your children, like try to like ask them to see you like once a week together. And you guys just have a couple hours to each other, and then you can go off and do whatever.
I'm trying to be okay. So my family has been dealing with gun violence for a very long time. I don't know if you guys know that about me. My older son is a survivor of gun violence. So he's 21. He was shot twice when he was 15. He almost died. He, one of the bullets went straight through and nicked his spine by a millimeter. Punctured his liver. And then when he turned to run, he got shot in the leg. He had like multiple blood transfusions. Yeah, he was in the hospital for a week. He didn't have no feeling. He did a little bit of physio. Bounced back physically, mentally. This happened before COVID. So it's like, you know, when he needed the resources, the world shut down. So he didn't get the help that he needed at the time. So he has some a lot of mental health disorders now. One including severe PTSD. Right? It's almost like a war vet. You know, certain things get triggered and then has an episode. Yeah, so it's been JahVai has seen a lot in his young life. He's seen a lot, and he's very compassionate when it comes to like mental health and advocacy and community. So I used to take him to the marches against gun violence every year. You know, because his siblings were directly affected by gun violence. My daughter was threatened with gun violence at school when she was 12. She got assaulted, and the bully's big brother seen her at the park one day and was like, I'm going to shoot you in your fucking head the next time I see you. And she was 11. He followed her home. I took that very seriously because I'm already a mother of somebody who's been shot.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so he got charged with threats and uttering death threat. Yeah, so JahVai was really against bullying, and he really was, you know, empathetic towards mental health, and he advocated for people just to be nice in general and be kind, and that was him. You know, he was always wanting to help and always kind and loving and sharing that, you know, because he's seen how it affects, you know, his family.
You think your kids suffer from survivor's guilt? Because that sounds
I feel like that's what's happening.
Because like if you just said that they both had these instances and now their little brother has passed by it, it's almost like, well, why did it pass me? I would feel like that.
I feel like that's probably what they're carrying. You know, because I don't see much of them right now.
Did they catch the one for your first son?
They're all caught.
For your first son?
Oh, for my first son, yeah.
Yeah, they caught him.
Yeah.
And then
He's in jail.
with JahVai's situation,
All of them are caught.
all of them are caught.
Even like a fourth individual. So they caught 3 youth, and then they, I don't know if I'm supposed to be sharing that, but they're like, we got a fourth person in custody for aiding and abetting. Yeah.
Did you share that anywhere else?
No.
Might have to cut that out.
That's exclusive.
We'll figure that out.
Well, with that situation, obviously you're going to be going to court, I would assume. How do you feel about that? Where I don't know if you've been getting the comments of that, or she's gonna snitch or telling, and at the end of the day, I look at you as a civilian, so regardless,
at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about anybody's opinions.
Hey,
you're not paying my bills. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what my family's been through. There's so much trolls, you know, with the whole situation. It's just like, but there's more people who are supportive and send love and light than the one to troll. And really, you're not paying my bills. You could just fuck off. I'm sure I'll get a lot of talk from even this little podcast here, because this is where you guys really got like the full everything that nobody else has, you know, received. I'm not prepared for court. I'm not.
Do you get prepared though? Is there like somebody that says, "Hey, this was gonna happen"? To give you
yeah, they have victim services. They have people call you and be like, you know, this is how we're gonna support you. This is what's gonna happen. You know, this is. It hasn't happened. They've called me to tell me that everybody's in custody. And they've called me to tell me that somebody's gonna call me who's gonna support me in court. But nothing has moved.
and did they tell you if you're going to be taking a stand though? Which I think that they should kind of, like, you know what I'm saying, so you can prepare for that more than anything, right?
Yeah. And see, right now I'm more I don't know if I'm still like feeling like maybe I'm in shock still a little bit, because I'm not angry, but I don't know, you know, when you start going to court and then
it'll bring
all
back
the details.
Up. Yes,
yeah,
I think it'll bring
everything
back
has to be so detailed, and then they really tell you like the whole investigation.
Yeah, and it's almost like, fuck, if it's something so stupid, it's just like, so my son died for this?
Yeah.
I'd be angry too.
So right now I'm staying humble, like and grounded, because you could really lose yourself if you don't know how to, you know, take care of yourself. Yeah. I've had some moms come up to me and she's like, you know what, hearing your story and like watching you in the news, she's like, it's helped me so much. She's like, you know, my son was killed 20 years ago, and I've carried so much anger. She's like, for 20 years. She's like, for 20 years, I carried this. And she's like, just watching you, like, she's like, I feel better, and I feel like I, you know, like, I have to let go of, like, you know, this part of my loss. And she's like, and you helped me, and that helped me. And I feel like, you know, people, they need to know my story. And I mean, because, you know, bullets, they don't have a name, and it could happen to anybody.
Facts.
It doesn't matter where you are. When my first son got shot, we lived in East York. That's a nice area. It's not really, you know, riddled with violence. So they can knock on anybody's door. And I have a lot of work to do. Community work, like advocacy. Our laws are like ridiculous. The Youth Criminal Justice Act. It's such a joke. And
explain, like get the, because we've had conversations about that a couple of months ago, just about how we feel about it, and I don't agree with it. I feel like,
well, because the Youth Criminal Justice Act, like they believe, so it's like rehabilitation, right? They're not really focused on punishment. They feel like, you know, kids under this certain age, they can be rehabilitated. But it's like, if you're committing such heinous and violent acts of crime,
You should be punished.
You should be punished, and you should be accountable for your actions, and try to, the extent of what the law will. And you're not gonna kill my baby and do 5 years. In no fucking way they're gonna do 5 years. That's nothing. That's where it's real hurtful.
So we gotta put a timestamp on that, because I'm gonna go out of my way to say possibly one of the people in your cases are under the age of.
Oh, they all are.
All of them are under the age.
They all are.
What?
So when it happened, they were 15, 16, and 17.
Jesus
What the fuck?
Christ, really?
That
Yes.
it makes sense, because when I was trying to do the research on this, I was wondering why they're not putting out info on it.
The protection, the Youth
They're
Protection
being
Act.
protected.
We had conversations about that. With situations like this, should their name and faces be broadcast
Yes.
to the public?
Yes.
When it's a heinous crime, yes.
My nigga,
When
they
it's
ca-
such a violent act, hell yeah. It should be plastered all over the place.
Why though? Because some people might disagree with you to be like, well,
They're still
you don't
kids.
want to like shame them. You don't want to, you know what I mean? Like make them look
That's
away
that's
in the
where
world
we
as
get
kids.
fucked up as a society.
right.
Because it wouldn't even be shaming. It's like, no, like you want to teach them. Like, where's the morality? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be accountable. Kids 7, 8 years old, they know right from wrong. I mean, you're going out there, you're 15, spraying up the block like you're not even thinking. Like, of course you're intending to hit somebody. There's a whole bunch of windows there. You don't know who's fucking sleeping in their bed. You should be accountable. They're gonna be accountable. And if nobody knows my name, they're gonna fucking know my name. Trust me. I'm telling you that right now. Government too.
I mean, at the end of the day, we're looking at it like these are young youth that have guns.
Yeah. At the end of the day,
Like, we can look at
Because they're getting groomed because of our Youth Criminal Justice Act. You got these old heads out here. They know they're gonna do the time. They're gonna do something like this. They're gonna do time. A young person, no, they can be rehabilitated.
But
Give them their gun.
I think this is
Go
bigger
tell
than
them
a
to do that.
grooming situation, though. I think with this situation is a situation where kids are just looking at these things like they're cool.
That too.
Like they are
it's a
looking
blend.
at.
It's a mix.
It's
There's
a
so
mix,
much layers.
But for these kind of kids to be holding up, because I don't know the case or the situation, but I'm assuming that they just had like I'm not gonna say like an older man probably told them to go shoot up the block or
Wet up
do
the ends,
something
yeah.
to wet up the ends. But these kids have these weapons on them, and hey, we're unstoppable.
Did you
Why
see
not?
the amount of ammunition? The first guy they caught, when they caught him, did you see the amount of ammunition that
No.
he had on? Oh my lord, Guttzy, you got to do better research. Like guns, like boxes and boxes of ammunition,
But where
like
did they-
heavy artillery, like
where
you're
did they
going
find
in
it,
the
though?
fucking fight of war.
Where did
That's
they
what I'm
fi-
saying. And this was the 16-year-old.
And they found it like in a house or
Wherever they found him, it was there. And it was like a crazy amount of
But
ammunition.
it goes back to us. Like we don't hear these things because they don't showcase
They don't
that.
showcase it.
Remember, they're still kids.
It was
So
all
if
over
they're
the
not,
news.
we probably definitely missed it then.
Yeah.
It would have been on social. We would have probably seen it on the blogs.
As soon
on
as
social
they
media.
caught the individuals,
Yeah.
they showed.
I
It
know.
was-
Don't get it twisted. I know some of the individuals because my boys, Underground has showed me.
Oh, okay.
So like I know some of the individuals. I don't want to say it on here, but like I know some of the individuals at the end of the day or some of the situations are the case. My whole situation is like they didn't put out that they were underage. And that's my whole thing of it, which I don't
Where?
like.
Where didn't they put it out? It was
As-
all over.
It was all over that it was underage. That
Yeah,
I know that
they're all
I know that
underage. That's
know
why
that
they
there
had
were
to
two-
get special
whereas when
permission to show their pictures.
we the older I get, the whole street mentality shit is dumb. Like, and I've been telling you this. Like, it's an idiot thing. If we're really trying to help people,
Well, things have definitely changed. Like social media is such a huge influence. Like it's cooking these youth's brains.
fact.
Like seriously, no, there's like no morality. You know, like back in the day, yeah, the violence has always been around,
Yeah.
but there was a morality code back then.
Yeah.
You know, like you're not spraying up the block where there's moms and where there's kids. You're not like stealing for like what? You're gonna fucking jack somebody for a pair of shoes? Like that's so stupid.
Or an old lady and kill
you
an
know
old
what I'm
lady for a
saying?
car or
Yeah,
something.
stab an old lady
like,
for like a little bit of change.
Yeah.
Like this is like they're so out of control. Like it's crazy. And it's social media. Social media is such a huge influence.
is it social media or is it the times that we're living in too?
That
like
too.
just going back to what you're saying.
Finances.
Look, finances. We just came out of a fucking
Look, they want a
Where they
goose
co- where-
coat. Like how much is a goose?
what-
like
what-
two
we
G's?
but we just had to deal with COVID where they shut down the world for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They had to come. We had to come back out in the world where there was no therapy, there was no checking up on people. Hey, we had to lock you guys up for a year and a half. How are you guys mentally?
Exactly.
Well, what are you
It's a
guys
mental health
doing? A lot of
crisis.
people lost their jobs. A lot of
Yeah.
people, they went through so much times where it's just like, yeah, that like we're looking at it. What that was like 5 years ago, right? That's a long time for people's lives to change and not for the good. So I think during that time, the world really did get messed up, and there was no checking up on
Definitely,
us.
most definitely.
There was no checking up on kids. There was no checking up on teenagers, adults, anybody. We just had to go up on our lives like it was another regular day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like that also traumatized a lot of these kids. A lot of these kids, just going back to your social media point, they were in school on the computer.
Online.
Computer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Martin.
Learning what?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing. They didn't even. They weren't even allowed to fail. Going back to the punishment,
Yeah.
they made these. Tell me one kid during the COVID time that failed. Give me one.
Well,
You can't fail. We're not
can't
failing them.
You can't fail them if they're at home.
So how are they even learning? So it's a big problem, and
Yeah.
and it even goes like we have to start from younger now, because it's like if you don't catch them when they're like 7, 8 years old, then going back to it, their mind is already trapped from social media and stuff. And then when they get to a certain age, these older men are just like, hey, well, you want to do this, you want to do that. Well, fuck, I already seen it on social media.
Or
Why
hey, you
not?
need this, you need that.
Well, I seen it on social media, so why the fuck not?
But I think the main thing definitely is to abolish the Youth Protection Act for sure.
Yes.
Or adjust it.
Change
Adjust it.
Adjust
It needs adjustments.
Yeah.
You can't abolish it. Definitely not.
Well, you
still
can.
There for,
You can abolish it. It's just they won't. I think coming as a politician, if my child fucks up, how do I protect my kid? Right? They think of it like that. But
Yeah.
I feel like a hard-nosed conservative person would be like, yo, the Youth Protection Act is fucked up. We need to take it away or change it. How would you adjust or change like what would your plans be for the Youth Protection Act if you had the opportunity?
well, you know
to
what?
change it?
I can't. I need to do more research on that.
Okay.
I need to read about the youth criminal justice, but I am going to fight till I die for a change, for those adjustments. And come spring, the government, the whole Canada is going to know me. Believe that. Winter is, in my culture, it's a time for ceremony and rest. And I have a lot of work to do to honor my son. And to maybe he was put here for change. I don't know. He was so special. He's very special. His spirit name is like one of the highest spirit names. Like he's like he's the golden eagle that can go through all doorways, all realms. That's what his name is. And that's so I'm like, he's just, even after his passing, he's just been present, like spiritually. I have people who don't know me for nothing, who have been like, you know what, like I dreamt of your son, and like he was in my dream, and in a couple of these dreams, that people who don't know each other, he's wearing the same thing. Like, they're like, has on his cross and his white shirt. So my son wanted to be baptized. He was supposed to get baptized in September.
Oh wow.
I got my other kids baptized, but that was all before all the whole residential schools, stuff started coming out. So I didn't want to get JahVai baptized. But he personally asked me if he could get baptized. So he you know, he always wore his cross. And that's something he wanted to do. We buried him in a rosary. I asked my dad first. I was like, you know, because I'm traditional. And I'm like, you know, like, that's what he wanted. And he's like, oh, like, that's good. You know, Nana Boujou and Jesus, they're brothers. And I was like, all right, cool. You know, all right, cool then. I felt good about that. Because there's so many, like, I don't want to say protocols. Protocols is like, I hate that word. But there's a lot of things when you do things traditionally, right? With our people, like, we bury our people in moccasins. I didn't put his moccasins on him. I put on his J's because my boy loved his Jordans. You know, his Jordans always have to be fresh. And I'm like, no, I'm burying my baby in his J's. But I put his moccasins in his casket. And even, like, you know, he loved to wear his do-rag. He was mixed. He was Bayesian and Native. And I braided his hair. But he always, you know, he kept his rag on so his braids would stay fresh.
Yeah.
So he was always wearing his do-rag.
Yeah.
So I put his rag on him. And, you know, he liked his earrings and made sure he had his earrings. But I also put on his ribbon shirt, you know, culturally. So, you know, I did things in my way, but I did things culturally too. And it felt good to get confirmation that, you know, even though I did things differently, he appreciated it, and he's still doing what he has to do, right? He's still doing work from up there. And there's a lot of things, like, I can't go to his burial site for a year. Like, I'm in ceremony for 1 whole year. You know, after we lose our loved ones, we cut our hair. I didn't cut off a lot of my hair. I cut off, you know, a couple of inches. Lots of people, like, they did the whole shoulder length. You can't. Want to look like, you ever watch Puppet Master? Like the one with the small head? Yeah, if I lose my hair, then no, I can't. The aesthetic it'll be off. But my son went bald. I was quite shocked. That was my thing. That's how I bonded with my boys. I braided their hair. And our hair is sacred. Like, you don't just let anybody touch your hair.
It's facts.
You know, this is a sacred part of you. So that's something I'm having a hard time with. It's always like, Mom, braid my hair, you know, I want my braids. And my older son grew his hair. Took him a long time to grow his hair to a good length where he could get a nice braid up. And then see him, when he came to the vigil, he was like completely bald, like skin bald. It was a little bit, you know, it hurt my heart. Because he had already cut his hair. When my son was in the casket, he put his hair to take in my son's casket. So I was like, okay, you cut his hair. But to see him bald, I was like, whoa. And that's how you know when, you know, you're just grieving hard. Yeah. So many things I need to do here to continue on this, like, journey, you know, navigating this new life and healing. And just keeping grounded in my culture. I really try to honor JahVai, because he was so special. And he's like, take care of yourself. Drink water. Like, why you drink too much pop? One time I came home, he always kept telling me, like, quit smoking. I smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, me too.
Came home, all my cigarettes were all cracked up.
Good.
Yeah. And I was like, who, like, what the fuck? And, like, I just know that he cracked, because I was like, Mom, quit smoking. Like, stop smoking. I'm trying to get there, too. You know? I'm just trying to get over this little hump, and then I'll quit again.
How can other people or other communities in general honor JahVai for you? What would you like them to do to honor him?
I would just, you know, like, I would like people to speak up, again, especially against, like, violence and gun violence. Okay, we did the March Against Gun Violence this year.
Yeah.
And I was so hurt because there was so much, like, shootings before that. You know, even the dad in Markham, the home invasion, they were like, bang, 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 bang. Like, and you think this would be a time where communities would come together, and there was less than 100 people, maybe like 50 people, and we do this every year. I think it was the less of what I've like ever seen. It was.
Why do you think that is? Like, why are
I think
less
because
people coming out?
the city has just become like
Desensitized to it.
like very desensitized. It's something that is so occurring that okay, oh yeah, it's just another shooting, right? It's just another violent act of crime. Like we hear about this every day. Unless you're affected directly, then why do you care? What you should care.
Because it's still happening in our
Because
city.
it's still happening in our city, and it could happen to anyone.
Yeah.
Any fucking buddy. And I hate it when they say, oh, well, what's that gonna do? You know, like I've had rallies. What is that gonna do? Oh, it says a lot, and actions speak louder than words. You know, we all come together and we support one another, and then it's showing these politicians and showing communities and showing people that, you know, we're gonna come together and we're gonna take care of each other, and we have shared voice, right?
Yeah.
And voices and numbers is what counts. You know, like there's so many people who have been advocating years and years and years, and they'll continue to do so on their own. But once you get like people involved and more people, there's such a better, like, I guess, awareness. Yeah. There's just so much layers to, like.
There is. The laws need to change. The government needs to change. There's
Government needs to fix up.
Yeah, we try to do what we can with our platform, right? Just to bring awareness, even like a lot of like the news stories and music that we know that is kind of like we don't even like play it anymore, and it's just like what can we do as a platform just to just bring awareness to these situations or just help these situations. I feel like in the last month or two, the city has somewhat gotten better with the violence, but that's just a month or two. Like, what's going to happen next year? I mean, regardless, that's never been an issue over here. But, like, I just feel like even just in general, like, it going back to what you're saying to me, like, the morals and the honor, like, we don't have any principles anymore. Like, these kids are just... Again, they're kids, so I don't even expect them to have morals or values. But like, they're just going out here, killing other people, or just putting themselves into more problems too. And I just wish that there was just more opportunities for them. I just wish that kids just would realize like the street way is not the way to go.
There is, you know, the city is getting better with resources and recreation and having mentorships. It's just bringing awareness and like getting actual, like, where did they go for the resources? Like, because even like when I went through this stuff, I was like, I didn't even know this, you know, existed. I had to do a lot of, I guess, my own research. Victim services, when my first son got shot, was garbage, trash. They did nothing for me. They did nothing for him, and now he's, you know, battling internally, and he's still, you know, living within his trauma. And this time around, they've improved significantly. Some people say otherwise, but the victim services helped me a lot. But there's so many resources out there. There is, but you have to know where and how to access them. And it's how do you know how to access that? And that's something I've currently been working on in community with. So I also party with the city's DVWRP program. That's the Community Violence Wellness Prevention Program. So we have like a partnership with a lot of grassroots groups, and like I know, you know, there is a lot of community resources out there.
Also, I want to shout out One by One movement. Yeah. Yes, I love the work that he's been doing and just trying to like bring awareness to Marcel. Like
he's been in it for a long time. Like
he's super dope, man. We were trying to get him on the show around the same time that the situation was happening, but again, the way we are too, we just kind of didn't want to feel like it was a clout
something
thing.
To like, something to just jump on because
like that's one thing about us. We don't want like and shout out, he's doing a great job at everything he's doing, but we didn't want to bring him in and be like, oh, we're only doing this because the kid got shot. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, no, like let's kind of wait it out and see more, and then we'll bring him in, and then hey, we got a chance to speak to you, so and we're still gonna bring him in. But yeah, shout him out. I love what he's doing too as well.
That's Big Brother. He has helped my family navigate so much, you know, through, like, for my first son. That's how I've connected with him. And even with, like, our current situation, he's been really helped me. And JahVai was part of, you know, he was a 1x1 ambassador. Like, we actually had a child's council, and we were supposed to do some anti-bullying campaigns. And yeah, I love Marcel. Shout out Marcel. Shout out Big Brother in Thailand. Needs to just come home and stay home. 'Cause we need him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I want to ask so much more questions. How long do we have you here for?
Shoot.
Dealing with
What
grief.
time is it? Because we have a 6.
We have time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Time. Oh man. You feel like I know.
Oh look, man, he took over. Okay, go ahead. Go.
I know Martha Eaton Way, Black Creek. That's where Nemesis is from. I think back in the day when they had the Toronto DVD, they said that there's no rec center.
See, and things like that, like, the comments. Oh, like, you know, like, people are fucking shitty. People are so shitty.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, oh, you know, like, well, what do you expect? You're a single mom living in the hood.
No,
I
was gonna bring that up, but I was like,
no, but let's. You know what? Since she's here, address some of these because obviously I'm pretty sure you see some stuff.
Oh,
and
I
you
see
have
it
our
all.
platform. Let's address some of these comments.
I've read every. When I tell you I went down the rabbit hole reading all I've read every fucking comment. Okay, even on YouTube, everything that has my name attached to it or my son's name or my older son's name. Trust me, I've been through everything, and I do see some of the comments. Like, well, what does she expect? She's a single mom. Look how, and the ones were like, look how she dresses her son. You know, like look at the way he's dressed, like his do-rag. Like, first of all, like, you're dressing him, like, first of all, like, he's mixed. He is mixed. And he likes to keep his braids. That has nothing to do with being ghetto. It's like, you know, he's keeping his braids nice.
He was inside the house. I don't understand how
At the
him
end of the
dressing.
day.
Yeah, like, what the fuck did that have to do with it? But sorry.
That's just people. And then they automatically assume that Martha Eaton Way is housing, that I'm someone who's living in Toronto housing. Okay, no, I have a good job, and I am a 9-to-5 mom. My rent is almost $3,000. I do pay that on my own. I'll pay all my damn bills. My kids aren't in them streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I moved to Martha Eaton Way, I know I wasn't in the best area because Clearview is right there. But I have relatives in Martha, and it's a clean building. It's like they keep it nice. So, you know, and every time I've been there, it felt like community, because you have people on the grass, they're barbecuing. You know, they're listening to music. It didn't feel like it was somewhere where I should have felt unsafe. I never felt unsafe there.
So that's to the people that live in Richmond Hill.
Yeah.
That been going through it recently, right?
Yeah.
And they think, I'm pretty sure they thought that Richmond Hill is safe.
Richmond Hill, exactly.
Right? And but there's been break-ins, shootings, all that stuff happening over there too. So
Markham, house blows up, all kinds of craziness in Markham. Like, it doesn't matter where you are.
No, it doesn't matter.
Anything could happen anywhere, right?
And it's really hurtful when they want to target me as a single parent. Like, my son deserved to get shot because of where we live and because I'm a single mom. And that's just, you know, people. It's just crazy how that judgment is out there, and the assumptions. And even for my son to lose his life the way he did, he was 8 years old.
What about the comments saying that maybe the neighborhood in musical issues, like musical beefs, led to that?
I'm not naive. I definitely know, like, come on, I have kids who, you know, I hear everything. I've had, my daughter was 14. There's Weston Road, Black Creek. There was Mario Giddings. That was a boy who sat on my balcony. Used to walk by, call me mom. You know, like, so that hurt too. That was when I was just like, whoa, like, what the fuck is, like, really going on? That was, you know, one of my daughter's friends. That's someone who's in our building who was always at my balcony.
Yeah.
So, you know, when something like that happens, you pay attention a little bit more. So yeah, I know there's beef. There's quarrels.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Black Creek Weston Road. But, you know, like I really try to stay out of the mix up and just ask that my kids were mindful, you know, like you really gotta watch who you hang around with and who your friends are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
sorry to cut you. Should these street beefs, like, regardless we know about these street beefs, but like who's getting hurt from these street beefs? Like, why civilians have to get hurt from these guys beefing? Like that becomes the issue.
Yeah.
It's like the more civilians are getting hurt more than the actual people that are doing the crimes. Like, you guys go contain that somewhere else. Like, go, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go make a Amsterdam or something, and you guys go do that somewhere else. Whereas, like, the community and the civilians are getting hurt from this.
Well, what I don't like is the misinformation or the random like she said, she goes to the comments all the fucking time, like
yeah,
when
all
that
the
situation.
time.
So like all the lies, like you don't even know who this person is, just to be like, oh this and oh that, it's because of this, it's because of that. You know, it's everything becomes hurtful.
Well,
Everything becomes a part of the pain and a part of the trauma. It's like, why the fuck? I don't even want to go on social media no more. They're talking about me.
Well, that it's not even to justify social media, but we know how it is, right? You see how they talk about me on social media, but I'm outside all the time. The reception that I get outside in these places where there's both. You know, the crowd is completely different. I'm pretty sure she gets the same look. She got love when she came here, but I'm pretty sure she goes on social media. You just have people that are dark, that don't have real lives, that just want to be. They want to bring you down with them. They're dark. Their life is not good. They see a situation where it's just like, okay, I control. We see it all the time.
Yeah.
We have to turn off our comments for DQ.
yeah, that's
yeah.
sad.
So you know what I'm saying? Like it's that's just the way it is, unfortunately.
I carry too much light though, so anyone's dark, it's like I'm good. Like I have so much medicine that I carry, and I have so much, you know, good intentions where any ill intentions is just obsolete. So yeah, I mean the comments are hurtful, but at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. Like unless you're like paying my bills or doing anything to help me in my life.
But was it always like that though? Or did it have to become that?
No, it had to become that.
Yeah,
It had
because
to
some people
grow.
let all that smoke interfere with their daily lives, right? I'm glad that you got to the point of, you know what, these guys are nobodies to me.
I think, well, yeah, I
Some
think from my
people-
first experience with my first son's shooting,
Yeah.
I had to learn a lot of things in a hard way and to get to a point in my life where, like, I need peace, you know, because, like, life is short. Life is too short, and, you know, you're not expected tomorrow, and you should, you know, try to be happy and live life in a good way. And that's all I could expect, you know. Like I'm really at a point where I want some peace, and I only want to give what I want to receive, right? What I want to reciprocate.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna show you love, and I'm gonna show you kindness, because that's what I want.
A lot of times I see like when someone has a lot of light like you, when they go through, when parents go through their children passing by victims, a lot of times they forgive the suspects for what happened. Do you see that in your future where you are forgiving no matter the outcome? Or is it going to be like you just can't? It's just too much.
I don't want to say like there's a forgiveness. I just don't. I don't know. I don't carry like a heart, like a hatefulness or anger, because I know if I let that affect me, I just couldn't live. Because there are some days where it's hard to breathe. And I can't carry that. I'm just like, I'm gonna leave that in Creator's arms, and I'm just gonna live the best to my abilities now. That's all I could do. And my son would want it that way. So I'm trying to... Forgiveness? I don't know. I'm just going to leave it up to the big man up there. Yeah.
What do you want people to? What have you understood about grief or learned about grief in this situation that other people might not know,
That it's
might
forever.
not understand?
Mm.
And it doesn't get easier. You just learn to walk with it. That's it. And I try to walk in grace. Just because, you know, like, just because my son carried so much love and, like, goodness and kindness. And I really want to honor his legacy. And I really, like, when I drink, I drink. There's nights, like, I've just got, like, shit-faced wasted. And I feel so bad. I'm like, he would not, and I know, and I feel him around sometimes. So I know spiritually, like,
The
he
presence
does,
is
you know,
there.
come around, like, the presence is there. And when I'm in that state, it feels awful. Like, why do I need to get drunk to feel numb? Like, why, you know, I should just go and pray and have a smudge and call it a day. Like, why do I need to go there? But it's just, sometimes you just want to get drunk. But it always feels like shit. And the next day, it's like a hangover.
Yeah.
I spiritually feel like shit. And then I feel ashamed.
And it's still fresh though, man.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
you know,
still fresh.
like,
Yeah.
I know.
It hasn't been a year yet, right?
No, dude, shit happened in August.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know you're gonna beat yourself over it regardless, but like just say to yourself at the end of the day, you have people there that are there for you, that are trying to help you, that want to see you get by.
You know what the crazy thing is? It's people who don't know me for nothing who have been there the most for me. Who really have, like, you know, they really come around. They really, like, check on me. My peoples who have been there, they're just, I don't know if they feel like they don't know how to offer that comfort or they don't know what to say. But it's those who don't know me who I found have helped me
It's
more than
easier.
anything.
It's easier because we don't know you and we just want to see you, like, just be good.
Smile.
Because,
Yeah.
because just like you said,
Be happy.
you're who knows how you'll ever get through this. I don't want to even say get over it, but just deal
Get
with
through it,
this,
yeah.
right? So it's
Yeah.
just words of encouragement, just telling you that we love you, or just want to see you happy, want to see you smile. It's the least that we could do, right? Whereas your family, they're super close to you. They're hurting.
Just
I
as
don't want to say just as much, but they're hurting as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're hurting as well. So it's hard to have these uncomfortable conversations, especially with
It
people that
is.
you're closer with. Now,
Yeah.
with people that you don't really know, it's somewhat easier.
It's because they
But
don't know you.
We don't know.
Like, because we don't know you. So imagine your family knows you. Your family knows your triggers, maybe, you know, how they can talk to you, how they can't talk to you. You know what I'm saying? So they don't. Sometimes your family don't know how to maneuver around your moods. But people that don't know you have to learn how to maneuver around your moods. So they're going to
That's
be
true.
more.
And that's and I don't hold it against them because I do, you know, come from that understanding. This city actually has been, like, so supportive. Like, the outpouring of love, like, I've received on social media.
Yeah.
Like, my inboxes, like, all my inboxes are hundreds and hundreds. Like, I literally the other day just finished reading them all.
Has that been more surprising to you more than the hate kind of thing? Like, obviously trolls are going to be trolls, but
Yeah.
just to see how the city has just kind of
Yeah.
supported
it's so
the situation.
nice. Like, you know, I have so many people are like, oh, you know, like, you ever want to talk, reach out. Like, I've went out with random people who have been like, let me take you for a coffee. I'll bring you for dinner. Somebody took me to the spa. You know, there's a lot of people who are just trying to help in little ways, you know, even with, like, simple little sentiments. Somebody brought me a coloring book of my son.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, that's so
Just
dope.
like a coloring book. I don't even want to color in it. I just, you know, it's so nice. But
Let's-
little things like that.
Hold on, but before,
So now that you're on the whole support and help thing, Bounty Killer came down here and helped you.
Yeah.
He gave $100 to the foundation.
No, he gave 1,000.
1,000. My bad. A lot of people are wondering, did the other guy, did the big man, did he reach out? Did Drake?
Hell no, Drake. I have heard crickets. The man who reps his city so hard. Crickets, like nothing. Not even like, oh, you know, like rest in peace. Anything.
Close.
Nothing. But the other guy who got shot at Morningside, and Galloway, and
YT and Paco.
yeah, Paco. He bigged him up right away. But yeah,
To be fair, he kind of has people that have close ties to him. Like
Yeah.
Chubbs is very close to YT and Paco. I don't even want to judge my boy. I want to go back to the no. I'll get into it in a second because I seen that Bounty Killer also got slack for that. Though.
Yeah.
Why did he get slack for that?
Because he only gave $1,000.
But I mean,
And they
But,
said
like,
he doesn't know me.
yeah, and he
Regardless if he knows you or not, he
No,
gave something.
just
Yeah.
to say like, okay, he gave something. He heard about the story. He felt.
Okay, so
you know
the guy who called me
Yeah.
was like, Bounty Killer wants to meet you.
Uh-huh.
Like he, wants to give you, like a little contribution to help with your loss or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, as somebody who is, somebody who's been affected by gun violence. So he's been affected, I guess, by gun violence some way.
Man's been in Jamaica since 19.
Yeah,
How long?
so
I'm pretty
I
sure
don't
there's
know
some
if he
sort of
was,
gun
like,
violence
if he
there.
was shot or whatever, but like he was, felt
Yeah.
like he needed to reach out that way, and I appreciate that. He was very genuine. He was very genuine, and
You didn't
I'm
feel
sad
like it was
that he got some hate. I didn't feel like it was for clout at all.
Yeah,
I
because
didn't
some
feel like
people
it-
would
I
think
didn't-
it's a camera
Yeah.
opportunity.
Didn't seem that way.
First time in Canada. Okay, yeah,
I'm
something happened.
good at like vibing. I'm good at
Reading
vibing
out,
people out.
yeah.
Yeah. Like I know when people have bad intentions and people are cloudy and he was so nice.
Okay.
Like we talked off a camera, and he gave me a nice hug, and it was a hug, like one of those
Genuine,
strong hugs,
yeah.
like I love you, girl, like yeah.
I like that.
nice.
Now going back to my boy, do you feel like if he does start doing these things that every family is gonna start reaching out every time there's a situation? So shouldn't there be a situation where he should just like make a fund or an organization to help these situations instead of every time this happens he has to go and make a post or
Well, I think that's why he doesn't want to do that, because he doesn't want it to be like an ongoing, continuing thing where people feel like like it's owed to them or he owes them in any kind of way. But he really has such an influence that not even like monetary gain. You know what I'm saying? Like just the support, like
behind the scenes.
like let's do better, Toronto. Like even just every little thing. Those words that could make the biggest difference. And just even recognition that this is happening in your city, Drake. And yeah, I don't know. I'm so disappointed. I loved me some Drake before.
Aww.
I was gonna go plaster up my son's posters all over his fence. I got to a point where I went down this rabbit hole, and I was like really like, his face needs to be everywhere. Like people, like they need to fix up. Like I was really gonna do that, but I was like, yo, Holly, just chill.
Well, maybe I know low key he doesn't watch every episode, but maybe he watches here. Maybe we even put you on other platforms where maybe he sees this and he doesn't look at it like it's an attack, because a lot of times these artists do look at it. I'm not saying you're attacking, but a lot of time they look at it like, oh man, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just
we
feel
see
like
it all the time.
he has power, to make a little bit of a change, because he has such an influence on the culture here. Like, you could say something, and you're not saying
again,
anything.
even if like again, he doesn't even have to say anything. An organization, something behind the scenes where he doesn't even have to say it's per se him, but he can fund it. He can set it up. He can do something where it's just like it's helping behind the scenes, mothers, victims, just in general, the community itself to change, like something.
I want to play devil's advocate, sorry to cut you, but like, does people pass in other places, do their top artist or top actor or whatever, their top performer, do they always reach out, or a foundation that's attached to them? Is that something that's, that's happening? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the reality of it. Like, it's not always going to be like that.
No, we know.
You know what I mean? Like, I understand that he should have said something, he should have acknowledged, but really, he doesn't have to. I think that's the sad part, though.
That's
That's
the sad
something.
part.
That's something that because
I
your
want to
city's
say,
small.
you know what?
You know?
I want to say it's different because yes, I want to say I don't know for sure, but I want to say when the war in Chirac was happening, Kanye West was going out of his way to actually say something about it. He was mentioning stuff about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about New York, but I'm pretty sure some of the older heads or the bigger heads are like, yeah, you know, like the streets, something's wrong because that whole lineage of New York recently is gone. Whether they're in jail, Pop Smoke, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
as the biggest artist, yeah, like I know, like he sees Wagwan. And I again, I'm on both fences. Like you know me, I feel like sometimes I feel like he should do something about some of these situations. But at the end of the day, I know how the city had treated him before. So I understand why he kind of like, you know what, guys, like you guys didn't fully support me when I was on my way up here. So, you know what I'm saying? You can't always look for me to be that guy for the city.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's Drake, please. Just help our city. Just a little bit. A little bit more?
No, do
You've helped the
something-
artist,
Do
but
something positive. You know?
Yeah.
You have a platform that you could use for good. That's all.
what does the rest of the year look like for you in a sense of just healing? Because you are going through like your whole process of like your tradition of healing and everything, but what is like, obviously you have to deal with Christmas, New Year's, like, well, how are these healings like?
I'm
what
not
are
even
you,
prepared for that.
that's what I'm saying, like,
yeah, like I felt guilty decorating my house a little bit, you know, because he was big on like decorating, and Halloween was fucking hard because we do Halloween big. That was hard. Like I'm the mom who gets like the liquid latex and you know like does all the special effects. Like last year he was a headless body, like he had the big body and he was holding his head. That's how we get into Halloween.
Yeah.
So Halloween was hard. I got drunk that night actually. I was like, fuck it. It's been extremely hard because it was like back to school. His clothing order came in. That was and then his birthday. Yeah, Christmas. I'm actually trying to leave. If I get my passports, I'm out.
Where you gonna go?
Okay, I'm trying to go to Atlanta. I promised him I would take him for a haircut from Sly Huncho, the barber that we watch.
Yeah.
I tried to book him, but he's not around during the holidays, so I think he might be going out of Atlanta for the holidays. But I still want to do that. I want to go and meet him and just
take a picture or
just something.
Maybe even get a lineup. You can get the lineup.
Are you what on my hair?
No,
on my
like
head
just
top?
right here. Let him line a one.
Ain't nothing lying there. It's already pushed back, man. Like shit.
He really wants to say, let the barber give you the Cassie.
No,
Yeah, I don't fucking think so.
Yeah, not the I really didn't want to say that. I was just saying no, as because I'm pretty sure that's something that my son would have wanted, like a lineup
I was
or
gonna
something.
go for a
right?
wash. I was gonna, try to book a hair wash.
No,
But yeah, that's kind of something I want to do because I promised him I would take him to see him. So it's kind of like just little things like that that'll help me heal. So I'm trying to go to Atlanta. Once I get my little bit of money, then I'm out. Our reserve is giving us a holiday gift of like a lot of change.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, take that. This time to just refocus. You get your stuff back together.
I've been doing that, and so if I go somewhere, I am going to take my daughter. We need to reconnect on a certain level. I think we need that for our healing, and just get out of this city. I mean, it is a little bit of toxic, and even spiritually, even the air. I feel like I'm breathing in toxic air.
No, you're not
Yeah.
lying.
So I just think I need to get out of the city and jet for a little bit.
Do you plan on doing like maybe something to remember his name in the sense of like a
Yes.
fundraiser, an event?
So, his GoFundMe raised a lot of money, and I know people want to know what the fuck I'm gonna do with that money. It did raise over $100,000.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It was nice. It's paying my rent right now. Obviously, I'm not working. I haven't applied for EI. But we want to build a basketball court in the community he loved. That's Wukumakong on Cedar Territory.
Mm-hmm.
So MLSE, they build a court in Shigwenda. That's like the reserve on our island.
Mm-hmm.
It's so pretty, but I want to do that, and I want to put his name on the court.
Nice.
And then maybe me and my son are trying to come up with like how we could use that money to help with like some kind of organization in his name to help with, you know, gun violence in a sense of like, you know, children specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we gotta come up with some ideas. But the money is definitely going to, you know, good cause. Yeah.
Would you also do something with other women in general? Like, I feel like, because our friend Tin Man, she just lost a child, completely different situation.
I know. Me and Tin Man, we talk.
Do you think?
I gave $1,000 to her GoFundMe for her funeral.
I would love to see, and I know this is hard for you women, but like all you guys in a space like this, take the men out of here, but just mothers speaking about.
We're trying to do that. We're working on that, especially me and Tin Man. We just haven't had a time to get together.
Well, we would love to create it for you. If you
Yeah.
guys need space, mics, whatever, editing, we got you. Also, how do you feel about people making documentaries on these situations? Because
So
I have like a student journalist through Seneca who's doing a documentary, but she's a student.
Mm-hmm.
My son is actually going to make a movie
about this situation?
our story,
Oh, okay.
like just our whole story, like his story, my son's story.
What about, I don't know if you've ever seen
YouTube
like,
documentaries.
so like there's a YouTube channel called Six Tales. He's not too fond of them, but they usually do stuff on the criminals of these
I've watched them.
situations. I'm pretty sure there's one in the works with this one. Would you reach out to him if you like see obviously something that's
Well, yeah, I feel like if he's going to do something, then he should probably
reach out to you in
reach out
general?
to me. I'm very open. I feel like sharing my experience is healing in itself for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
My kids, not so much. They're like, why do you have to like talk to everybody? But I'm like, for me, like I can't carry this by myself. I can. It's a lot to carry.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta, you know, like let some of this off. Yeah.
What's stopping you from doing like pop-ups, like seminars? You know, I told this to Tin Man too.
I'm
Before
gonna
she
do
lost
that
her daughter,
too.
you know, she was heading to her 7-year sobriety, and I feel like that's so important to share your story. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to different cities, meeting different people. You know, talking about JahVai in the sense of like, you know, this is.
I'm gonna be
my
doing
life.
some heavy work like that, especially, you know,
It's like a
when
TED
it comes
Talks.
to advocacy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I just in the spring a lot is gonna happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let us know. I wanna
Support
try.
any way we can.
Yeah.
The winter
Record
is
it or
just,
something.
You know, I got a ceremony and I gotta
You gotta heal.
heal and I gotta get fucking sleep. I have to get on this regiment where I can't even think right now. Like I'm behind on so much shit because I can't sleep, and then when I get that little bit of sleep and I'm supposed to do something, I'm like, oh fuck, the day is done. Like I was supposed to do this today, do that today, and I'm just trying to fucking live, man.
You're trying to heal.
I'm just trying to continue, and it's fucking hard. But I'm gonna rest for the winter, and I'm gonna do, you know, things in my way. But come next, I got big plans,
Stop.
big plans.
Keep
I like extreme plan, like extreme.
Listen, we're all about mashing up the system. Like, you know what I'm saying? We are all about mashing up the
Rob
system.
Ford has been quiet. Mark Carney has been quiet. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get my teepee. I'm gonna get my peoples. They're gonna make my teepee right in front of Parliament, and I'm gonna camp out there until they want to talk to me. Yeah, and I'm gonna I'm gonna be really really loud about it too.
Yeah, because they can be loud when they're going into their friends' houses and stuff. When they're going into their friends' houses, and when Crown Royal's not working over here and stuff like that, they can go pour out and thing. But when somebody in our community is dying and getting hurt and our community needs help, that's when they forget about us.
Yeah, that's when everything is.
But sometimes, you know what, you have to get your message across, and you have to just be a little bit extra.
No, for sure.
And they haven't been hearing me. I've had vigils, rallies, and I haven't heard from the politicians. I've written them just to get some feedback on, you know, like adjustments and just who really can really do that, you know? And so I need those answers, and somebody's gonna fucking hear me. Trust me.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make them hear you too. Don't worry.
Yeah,
we'll help.
They're gonna hear me.
We'll help. Before we get out of here, well, this is kind of like my last question before we get out of here. Do you have anything to say to, like, I don't want to say, well, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't be able to hear this, but the shooters, like, if you could say something to them, or just in general, anybody that's out there in the streets living this street life, like, is there something that you would want to say or express to them?
No, just I hope, you know, that there's somebody out there who loves you. And maybe, you know, things would be different if you got the love that JahVai was getting. You know, everybody just needs love. That's it. I don't really have anything to say. I don't have nothing negative to say. I'm hurt. My heart is broken. I actually think I'm like, you know, like it's like literally, like I had to go see a cardiologist last week because I'm having like palpitations and like it fucking hurts. Grief hurts. But I could just hope. You know what? I can't even say that. I guess that's where I have a little bit of anger, because I would say I would hope for peace, but I know they're never gonna get peace, even spiritually. Like, even, you know, spiritual people are like they're gonna suffer. Like, if it's not physically, spiritually they're suffering. So I'm okay. I'm good. Yeah.
Listen, Holly, you're a very strong woman, man. The experiences that you've been through, I mean, that would literally break a regular person. Like, a regular person wouldn't be able to go through the things that you've been through. So the fact that you're even able to just be here, give us the time, and just to do this, and yeah, like, honestly, like, you guys are here for a bigger reason. Like, there's a reason. I know it sucks.
I hate to say that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Like it sucks. Like, I've lost my cousin a couple of years, well, not couple. It was almost a decade ago. I lost my cousin, and I'm still to this day, I don't think I've ever gotten over that. But then when I look about what my mission statement is here for the city and just pushing like a different narrative and a different stuff, it's like I always felt like he would have did that way better than I would have.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of what your story is. And it's like, it sucks that it has to go through these kind of steps to get there. But it's like, you're really here for a reason. Like, you guys' story will live on forever. Like, his story, he will live forever. And just what you're able to do with the city and the change.
And I guess that's why I'm able to, you know, be the way I am. I really hate to say that maybe this is, you know, was meant for like some sort of shift and change and like policies and lifestyle or whatever. It's unfortunate that it had, but JahVai was really, oh my God, he was great, and he was special on so many levels. And maybe he was only meant to be here for a short time. I don't even like to think that way. But I've had dreams that were maybe trying to prepare me for this. And just like little things, crazy things. Like, I had this pendant, like, you know, the bracelets had all my kids' names on it. When I was cleaning my room, it was like footprints, and it had like DeAndre, Khadijah, JahVai, and his name was missing. His foot was missing. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, that's weird. Crazy. And my heart, you know, just started beating. And then I was like watching some videos yesterday, and I got sent this video, and he was talking to his big brother, and he was like saying something like he had a vision of like he knew something before his brother knew it, and then his brother's girlfriend was like, "Oh, you think you're the Messiah or something?" And then he's like, "Yeah, I am." And it's just like, you know, things like that. When he passed, I've had some random, she sent me a message and she's like, you know, I really have to tell you this. She's like, I don't know you for nothing. She's like, but I seen your son. She's like, and she's like, he's a prince. And I was like, I was like, okay, like, she's crazy, you know, like, coming to me with these talks. She's like, no. She's like, he has so many ancestors around him, like spirits. She's like, I've never ever seen this, like, she's like, I have visions, like, I see these things. She's like, there's like so many spirits, and he's like above, and they're just holding him up in the air. And I was like, oh, that's nice, thank you, you know, that's a little bit comforting.
Mm-hmm.
And then even when we were at his wake, this other lady who sees stuff, she's like, Holly, I don't want to scare you, but she's like, there's so much spirits here. She's like, so much. She's like, they're everywhere. She's like, he's good. And I know that in my heart. I know that in my heart. So, and even when the individuals weren't caught yet, I knew in my heart and soul they were going to get caught. I just know, like, prayers are powerful. Okay, there's so many people praying for me, so many messages of love and light, and maybe, you know, JahVai has a higher purpose. The medicine man told me he's still doing his work from up there. I got to do my work from down here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're still a team. That love is always going to be there. He's always going to be here. Maybe not physically, but spiritually. And I'm okay with that. I'm just, I guess, getting used to him not being there. I literally slept with him every night. So it's just adapting to that physical aspect. But I'm okay, because I know he's good, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I know he's good. I know he didn't suffer. Just missing. We had some good times. It was me and him a lot.
There's a reason
He
for
was
that.
fun.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah. We shared really good times. Everybody knew when we were pulling up. One of his teachers was like, I really miss JahVai, you know, coming to the school. She's like, I knew when he was coming. He's like, you just hear your music. I was like, yeah, he was his mother's son, you know? He'd turn up the volume all the way, and he was my passenger prince. Like, we did our thing.
Honestly, more than anything, obviously, I know you lost your son, but it seems like you lost a friend.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
No,
saying? Like,
literally.
Like a dog.
Yeah,
No,
like
for
more than anything, it
real.
seems like you lost your
Yeah.
dog. Like, I get it. Like, that's your son, right? Obviously, but
No,
the relationship that you guys had, and no disrespect to your other kids, like,
No.
obviously, they're still there. You guys, they're a little bit older, but it just seemed like the relationship that you and
Well, they
JahVai
didn't
had,
fuck
like,
with me after a certain age, you know? And
Well,
JahVai, he was young.
he was
and
still
he
young,
was-
but the relationship is
Yeah.
just different. Like, just the way you talk about, like, just him taking care of you and bringing certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, not every kid is like that. Like, I don't know if your
No.
other son was, but like,
he was. My kids were all very, like,
caring
I've
for
always
you.
been just, like, really nurturing, and, you know, I don't know if, like, Native families were like that. We're just, you know, always really tight-knit. My kids have always been in my bed, too. I know a lot of people don't bed share, and they think it's weird, but it's just, like, a sense of security, you know?
Everybody's
But
different.
yeah.
Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Everybody's different.
But me and JahVai, yeah, like, we kicked it so much, me and him. Like, we kiki, and he's getting my jokes, and, you know, he loved when I would swear.
Of course.
Like, I'm not a good mom.
Like, mommy.
I'd be like, man, you little fuck, like, go and fucking pick that shit up. And then he'd think it was so funny, you know, like, when he would do, like, something naughty, like, fucking pick that shit up right now. And he goes, ha, 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 and, you know, but, like, he really, like, I didn't treat him like a child. I mean, like, obviously, you know, in a certain sense, but, you know, he was really just a person. He was my person. And, yeah, I'm just navigating, you know, continuing to honor that little guy. But he was cool. He was real cool. Yeah.
I can stay here forever with you. Oh my gosh. Since the passing, did JahVai's dad reach out?
I don't want him to see this. Oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, Trey had a dad. He had a dad, but he wasn't. His dad didn't come around. He spent maybe 2 weeks of his life with him, maybe. He was at the funeral, and I mentioned his name, like, just honor JahVai in that sense, because he was like, that's my dad.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to just be like, but no, he wasn't really involved. No.
Any advice do you have for like any other women that are going through situations like this? Or I know this again, it's still fresh, you're still healing, but just any advice that you have, any information that you want to give out to women that are going through the same thing, mothers, not even
like
just
women
mothers
who have like lost
that are dealing with grief, or not even just that have lost, just that are single parent mothers that are just going through hard times in general.
I think just if just do your best. That's all you could do, and your best is always going to be good enough for those who love you, even if you feel like it's not. There's a lot of stuff that's like hard, even right now. I'm like, did I give him enough, experiences? Because I worked. And even to do things on the weekend, like I was tired. But I really tried to engage that relationship, and do what I can. But at the same time, like, was it enough? And I just really want to shout out my siblings on the reservation, because they're the ones who gave him that life experience that he loved, that he just craved. Like, because they have things there, they have land, we have camps, they have toys, like boats, canoes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers. So every time he went to the reserve, it was an adventure.
You got to experience life.
Yeah, he got to live life, and I appreciate my siblings so much for that, for giving him the life that he really, wanted, living his best life on the res. He was, like, lived his best life. Like, bro, he used to hunt for snakes. One day he came to me, and he had a frog in this hand and a snake in this hand. He went in my sister's house. He tried to bring a snake in my fucking sister's house. But he wasn't like...
Hid it?
He couldn't hide it because he looks sus. Like, you can tell something's there. And she's like, come here, JahVai. She's like, what's under your shirt? And, he's like, and he shows her the snake. She's like, you were bringing a snake in my house. Take that shit outside. And he just, did funny stuff like that. We used to call him the animal whisperer. Oh, that's part of his personality. My work had an annual barbecue. Everyone's like, oh my God, Holly, look at your son. And I was like, oh, fuck, what? And this kid was carrying a seagull. Like, he was able to pick up a seagull and carry it around. And they're like, I was like, oh, JahVai, like, that's gross, like, put it down here. Like, they're so full of germs. Like, yeah, he was fun that way.
We find out JahVai is the next pet detective.
Trust me. I told him to shoo off pigeons from our balcony. What does he do? The big chip bags? So he shoot it off, and then he jumped over the balcony, and I was just sitting there. And then he has this chip bag. And I was like, oh, fuck, like, what's in the chip bag, JahVai? And he opens the chip bag, and the fucking pigeon is in the chip bag. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, nah, like, it's going to suffocate. Like, you got to let that go.
Big ego, man. Big ego.
Yeah.
It's a big ego, man.
Yeah, did a lot of things like that.
Oh man, thank you. Just thank you for being a strong woman, man, and telling your story and letting your story be out there for others to see, man.
Thank you for helping me share my story and talking about it. Like, it was hard to talk about him in my experience, but it's something that I can't carry, and it helps me to share. Yeah, and I hope it helps somebody in the slightest way. Like the one mom who told me that, she's going to stop being so angry. Don't carry that. It's not ours to carry. I mean, we're still here. We still have to live. Grief is hard. I wouldn't wish grief on anybody. Like, it's so fucking hard. But you have to continue to live because we're still here. I gotta reaffirm my own self every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's days I miss him so much. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be here. It's not like suicidal ideation. It's just, you know, I
But
feel
yeah,
like
you're missing again. I've lost with my cousin, and I know it's completely different, but it was like there was days where it was just like, why am I here? Like I lost my best friend. Like I lost that person that was kind of like my glue at that time, and it's like you have to kind of learn how to continue to go on, and it's never fucking easy. I know this guy. I talk to him about his situations a lot. He doesn't talk about his situ, and I feel like that's the reason why he doesn't communicate with me properly all the time or whatever it may be. And I just feel like, these traumas are just these uncomfortable conversations that we don't have. Sometimes we got to have them.
We have to have them.
Like right now, this conversation alone, you're going to make me call my mom. I've been beefing with my mom for the last month or so. Like, I'm actually going to go call her and be like, you know what? Mom. Like, yeah, like this shit ain't, I might not still be cord or cool with everything, but like, me and you not talking over little shit is like, it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Life is very short, and you don't want to have like any regrets like moving forward, right?
Facts.
Especially, you know, not everybody has a mom. Not everybody has family they could lean on.
Facts.
Not everybody has a support system. So if you have it in the slightest bit, like hold on to that.
I tell them all the time, bro.
Hold on to that.
I tell them.
All we gotta do is spread love, you know, and be kind.
Listen, my mom, Holly was not like my mom. If my mom was like Holly, I think it'd be different, okay? Like, but shout out my mom regardless.
Yeah, shout out moms. Shout out moms. But it's the Man Dem Show.
Yes.
The Man Dem Show.
Thank you again, Holly. I appreciate you. This has been an episode. Yes. Anything you need our platform for, you need us to promote anything, if you need to come use it to get some shit off, whatever.
If you want to talk to the people by yourself,
yeah,
it's all you.
This is you,
after
man.
ceremony, please come back and let us know what's up, man. You gang now, so.
No, she's not gang. She's family. She's member.
Family.
All right.
Family. Yes. Family. I want to go to your reserve.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Pot in the reserve.
Really quick before you go, can you let the people know maybe how they can get a hold of you, how they can support?
I'm on social media,
on?
so I check my inboxes. I'm on Instagram, Artist Halls, TikTok, Holly Unstoppable. Yeah.
I gotta follow. Artist Halls.
Artist Halls.
Artist Halls.
Yeah.
Okay.
You make music too?
No, I paint.
She paints.
Oh, paints.
Remember,
I,
she said
I cut hair. I do nails. I do tattoos.
I forgot there's artists are more than just music.
Make earrings. I just do it all.
Right,
I should be a multi-millionaire. I don't know what I'm
just
slacking.
Now, man. Just now.
Yeah,
slacking on my talents.
We'll get you there. We'll get you there.
Also, really quick, shout out to Century in the back, man, for the support, man. Big Mer in the cut, man. Appreciate you. Yes, it's the Man Dem Show. This has been a very, very insightful, impactful episode. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with a friend. Yes?
Yeah.
And if you want to support the Man Dem, the link is right here, or the banner's right here. Feel free to send us, donations to continue doing what we do. You know what I mean?
Oh, now you want to do it?
Yeah, because someone gave us $20.
I told you. The Man Dem Show, we're off for this.
What?
You sounded like a stripper. I got $20.
Right?
No,
bro,
at first it was like, bro, like, why are we really gonna beg these people for money?
Bro, if Curtis King is on his thing in every episode telling people, hey, send me a PayPal, then yes, I need a PayPal too. Send me $5. Send me whatever you got.
$5 holla.